Hey, welcome to Outcast Marine Company. My name is Matt. Today we're going to be fixing this flush mount rod holder that I had in the gunnel of my transom. I'm going to start by tracing out the hole. Luckily I have access underneath. It makes it easy. I'm going to be using the 5/8 inch Kusa. They had 5/8 inch plywood for the coring. So here we're going to mix up our peanut butter mixture. I'm using 1/32 inch milled fibers and then some aerosol, and then I'm just using a poly laminating resin. So go ahead and mix it up to be a nice peanut butter like mixture here. Alright, let's get into the layup here. We're going to start with a 1.5 ounce chop strand mat or CSM, followed by a 1708 biaxial, and then two more layers of 1.5 ounce chop strand mat to finish everything off. It's way easier to sand. Go ahead, clean this up real well with some acetone. Then we're going to go ahead and start by taping the back of our hole here. This is what's going to hold our coring material in place. It's also going to keep our peanut butter from running out the backside when we shoot it in with our syringe here. You really want to shoot in to those little holes or you never fill them completely. So we're going to go ahead and shoot in our material here. Really thoroughly shoot in a bunch of material here. It'll all squeeze out the top. It's not hurting anything. And also wet out your core in there. You don't have to spread this out very well. We're going to lay up our glass. We like to do that while that peanut butter is still wet. Then we don't have to sand twice. So here, got our first layer, second layer biaxial, and then another couple layers of chop strand mat to finish everything off. Alright, now that our layup's complete here, we're going to take some 80 grit sandpaper and we're just going to sand this down flush here. I'm going to use my DA sander and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to hand sand this again with some 80 grit. Just get it the best I can. I'm going to use some dry guide. I didn't get any footage of that, but just keep sanding until everything's smooth. As you can see there, I really didn't need as much chop strand as we needed. Just a layer of chop strand and 1708 would have been plenty. Here we went ahead and mixed up some fairing putty. We're just going to spread this over our hole here. And then we're going to sand this all out flat. Alright, we're going to go ahead and mix up some brown and some yellow and some white gel coat. I'm using non-wax gel coat. I'm going to go ahead, do two layers. I already got one layer down. This is my second coat of non-wax gel coat. And then I will do one more coat of wax gel coat for a total of 3 coats here. I went ahead here on this last coat and kind of went a little extra wide. I had some dings originally that I wanted to take care of and get repaired, so I sanded out a little bit more and filled them in here. Here we are on the back side of our repair. We went ahead, removed that tape. Now I'm just going to take our sander again, sand it all down, and clean it real well here, and we'll get it laid up. I'm going to do 2 layers of chop strand mat. Alright, here we are again. We're going to go ahead and pull her out some poly laminating resin again. I've gone ahead and sized up 2 pieces of chop strand mat like we talked about. I put one on a wax paper that I'm laying up right now, and I put the other on some peel ply, and we'll get these 2 laid up, and it makes it way easier for laying up underneath when everything's above you. Have you ever tried to lay resin above your head? It just drips on you absolutely everywhere. This is the easiest way I've found to do that. And that wax paper, that glass will release off of that. So here we are back underneath. We went ahead, wet it out, our area the best I could there. Have limited access through this hatch. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our wax paper as our first layer here. Go ahead and just stick it up there and push it, get it centered. You can slide it around. You're not going to get it perfect the first time. And then just grab your bubble buster and roll it out a little bit. And then peel your wax paper off. Alright, now we're going to grab our peel ply and do the exact same thing, except this time we don't need to peel our peel ply off there. We can just roll it out with our bubble buster and leave it on there, and we'll pull it off after it cures. Alright, now that our glass is cured, we can go ahead and grab our peel ply here and give it a good tug and peel it off. It's ready for gel coat, and do a little bit of sanding on your uncured glass there. But I will gel coat that at a later date when I have some spare gel coat. I really don't care what color it is, being that it's underneath there. So here we are on our finishing layers of sanding here. I'm going ahead and putting a dry coat on. I started off with 180 grit, moved to 220 grit, and then I went with a 600 grit and finished it off with 1000 grit. Alright, we went ahead and wet sanded with some 600 and 1000 grit. If you found this useful, go ahead, smash that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Hit that like button, and hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.